Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Where is Chrissy today? Let me put it on in Facebook so we can go live in Facebook. Some people are asking, where do I turn on? Good morning, travel partners. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I haven't been here for a while. I think I took the entire summer off. I think I have been off from since spring break in April. So some people want to know, hold a second. Where is Chrissy? How do I add Chrissy this? Okay, hopefully she sees it. Okay. Good morning, travel partners. Thank you for joining our coffee chat. I know I haven't been around for a long time. It feels like forever. But we back. So today I'm so excited that we have Miss Lynette with Hilton Caribbean this today. And even more exciting is, thank you, Christy, you made it. I was trying to send you the link, but you made it. But even more exciting, she is giving away a stay in Barbados. I was in Barbados a couple of months ago and I had a ball. So whoever wins the stay, let me know what you would like to do so I can assist you in putting together a trip. So good morning, again, traveler partners, and welcome to our weekly coffee chat, where we bring in suppliers to update you on everything and anything Caribbean. As long as it allows you to make money, we are here for you. So good morning, Norman. Norman is all the way in Greece. Nice to see you. So today, let us know where you are listening or watching us from, and let us know what the weather is like. The weather over here in Georgia is quite hot. And I would like to introduce my guest, Miss Lynette. Hello, Lynette.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Kelly, for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you for joining us. I'm so excited you were able to make it this morning to see us. So where are you? Are you still in North Carolina?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're in Pennsylvania.
I was in South Carolina the last few days going for college orientation for my daughter. And I don't know, maybe from being at the college, I seem to pick up pink eye. So that's why I'm wearing my coat today.
Oh, no. Well, so we have Costa Rica, we have New York, we have Norman wants to win the Barbados, so he's already thanking us in advance for So no, we have steamy Florida, Costa Rica, Miami. Where else do we have? Louisiana. And Norman is from Pennsylvania, so he said, hey, brotherly love. Okay.
Yes.
So we are really excited that Lynette will be telling you a lot about what Hilton Caribbean is doing in the Caribbean. Hey, Brenda. And Brenda was just in Barbados. I think she's coming back today. Or are you still there, Brenda? So Brenda is in North Carolina, but she just came from Barbados. I hope you stop by the Hilton in Barbados to see what the property looks like. It's a beautiful, beautiful property. And so again, let us know who is out there in Atlanta, who is in the ATL, because today we're supposed to be like 96 degrees, cranking up the AC. So without further ado, I will give it up to Lynette to tell us all about Hilton and what Hilton has in the Caribbean. When you think about Hilton, you don't think about the Caribbean, you think about more corporate, but Hilton has some beautiful hotels in the Caribbean. And I'm excited to learn some more about it. So Lynette, tell us a little bit about you and about about Hilton in the Caribbean.
Well, I've been with Hilton for 22 years, coming up on July 23rd. Oh, and wow. I've had a couple different positions throughout the years. And most recently, I joined the Back to the Caribbean team in 2016. And
I mean, that's the best team. Come on.
Yes, absolutely. I was thrilled to get back. And I've had a couple different hotels throughout the years. I only work with managed hotels by Hilton in the Caribbean. And on and off throughout the years, they've changed a few. Sadly, we lost a few, such as our lovely British Colonial Hilton in Nassau. That left us a couple years back, unfortunately. And recently, I just lost another one. The Condado Plaza Hilton in Puerto Rico is going to be changing into 2 separate hotels. One side of that property is going to become a Hilton Garden Inn, and the other is going to be a Curio property with Hilton. So big changes going on there. The lagoon side that will become the Hilton Garden Inn is completely closed at the moment for the renovations. And then the ocean side, the ocean tower, is business as usual until the lagoon tower is finished. And then that side will become the Curio. And what I have now for you, we are going to start. Kelly, can you see my screen yet?
Sorry, not yet. Put it up. The Hilton in Condado, Puerto Rico, it was one of my favorite properties. Whenever I go to Puerto Rico, I always stay there.
Oh, wow. Okay, I have to try to figure out how I am sharing here. Let's see, window. Let's see if I can get this to work.
So let us know in the chat if you've sold Hilton in the Caribbean, and you will get to know a little bit more as soon as we get Lynette's presentation to come up the screen for you to see, to view.
I also would love to know from everyone who has not been to Aruba.
Aruba. Well,
can you see it now, Kelly?
No, not yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Good morning from Arlington, Virginia. Good morning. Good morning. The Hilton in Barbados has one of the best beaches. Okay.
Absolutely.
Norman is really trying to win that stay in Barbados, so he's he's providing us all the information. So you could share. Is it your screen or a window? You could choose which one you want to share and just share it.
Right. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, wait. Maybe it's going to work now. Okay, I think I'm getting there.
So Chrissy, okay, it's here. So Chrissy is doing the Hilton La Romana.
Okay, do you see Hilton Caribbean now?
I see your screen, but I'm not seeing your presentation. Oh, no. Did you choose which one? Did you choose the window? There it is. Okay. Good morning from Trinidad and Tobago. Do we have a Hilton in Trinidad and Tobago?
We do have a Hilton in Trinidad.
So we have representative here from Trinidad.
Nice.
So who is leaving Aruba next week with a wedding group? So somebody's going to Aruba for next week. And Christy said she loved Hilton La Romana, and she's going to Aruba in a few weeks to sell a lot of Aruba. So maybe you could visit the property in Aruba.
Yes, definitely. You can email me and we can set up site inspection.
So I have Lynette's email address on the screen. So please take it down. It's scrolling on the screen. You should all be able to see her email address. So please take her email address down so you can contact her with any questions about any of the Hilton properties she'll be sharing with us. And while you're in Aruba, if you want to do some site inspections, you can also connect with Lynn. Sorry, Chrissy, if you want to connect with Lynn while you're in Aruba, so you could do a site inspection of that property. So please take down her email address so you can have it in your file for future. For now.
Still not seeing my screen.
No, it's.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure what you did a few minutes ago, but maybe you could do that. But choose a window or it was on the while, but you didn't choose what you will do. You need to choose either a window or a screen, and it should come up. So while we're waiting for...
I think I got it.
Okay, there it is.
Yes?
Yes, we got it. Yes.
Yay! Okay, terrific. Here we go.
So I am going to mute myself while we listen to this presentation. Okay.
Okay, so thank you again, Kelly, for the opportunity. We have our brand new Embassy Suites by Hilton Aruba Resort that just opened back in February. And I want to share with you some beautiful pictures of this property and tell you a little bit about it. So again, brand new. And if any of you, which I'm sure you are familiar with Embassy Suites in the US, this is a little different because first of all, being brand new, second, it's a resort, and third, it's a whole new concept for Embassy. And I'm going to point out to you a few great features in a little bit of why it's so different from other embassies. So here's an overview of the whole property. And if you look to the bottom left, you can see the road there. Yes, we are across the street from the beach. We have an amazing pool area. There is a beach area right in front of us that is currently a work in progress. It was a narrow beach. We're going to be bringing in more sand, and eventually we will have a regular beach club. In the meantime, we do have chairs that you can use to take over to the beach. We have like the Tommy Bahama backpack chairs. So you go to the pool hut to grab your towels, and you can also grab chairs if you want to walk over to the beach. You can go right across the street to the beach, or there's also an underground tunnel. It goes from our side of the street under the road, and you come out at the beach across the street. And if someone does not want to carry the chairs or can't carry the chairs, our pool attendants will do that for you. This is temporary until we can finally get the whole beach club up and running. Another great feature of this, though, is when I was down there the last time, we actually rented a car and we drove to Baby Beach. And most people would go to Baby Beach and you would have to pay to rent your chairs. We had our chairs with us because we get them complimentary from the Embassy Suites. Just like signing out your towels, you sign out your chairs. So that was pretty cool. So you can see the property is somewhat of a horseshoe style. So with that in mind, most of the rooms in this hotel have an ocean view. Lower floors are going to have more of a pool view. And the back of the property has the view of the Bubali Bird Sanctuary, which you see there with all the green and the little splashes of water in between there. That's the bird sanctuary. And if you go up the street, maybe a 5-minute walk, and you make a right down the next street, that's where you would go to enter into the bird sanctuary. Up the street a little bit further from that is also the butterfly farm. Very cool, great to visit. Every Wednesday morning they do a meditation session. It was completely relaxing and rejuvenating. The rooms all have balconies, which is great. And I'll go into a little more detail about that shortly. If you can see, I don't know if you can see where my mouse is, but all the way on the right side here where you see the darker brown on the end, there's 8 floors in the hotel. So the very top floor there has a large balcony in that room, but underneath where you can see there's a pergola there. Those are the suites. There's one on each side of the hotel. There's only 2 in the property. They are called the Pergola Grand Suite. You could probably fit about 30 people easily out on that balcony for a party, a wedding ceremony. It's really a nice suite. It does, however, just have 1 bedroom with a king bed. There is a pool out in the living room, but the most you can accommodate in that suite is 4 people, but it is very spacious. Here's another overview. As I had mentioned about the beach, it's very narrow here. The tide was pretty high. They, I believe, are going to be taking back some of the brush as well as bringing in more sand to make it a wider stretch of beach right in front of the property. A little to the left or a little to the right, you definitely have other parts of the beach there. We are located at the very end of Eagle Beach, the beginning of Palm Beach. Just a little more down the left of the beach here is where the Divi Phoenix would be. That would be the closest hotel to us on that side going towards Palm Beach. It's about a 10-minute walk up to the Hilton. Oh, and if I can go back, I could show you. Oops. The tunnel, it's a little hard to see, but it starts right over here and then goes under the road, and then you come out behind the trees here. Our gorgeous pool area. Bottom right corner, you can see a corner of a pool. That is actually the children's pool. And then back behind all the sun beds over in the bottom left corner, right back behind there is actually a very large jacuzzi as well. It looks like a small pool. It's so big. Another really cool thing is normally when you drive down the street and you would pull up to the hotel, you would go into the front of the hotel and check in, pull in a driveway in the front. What they did in order to not block the gorgeous view in front of us is you actually go up to the very end of the hotel, and then there's a driveway that goes around the back where you enter the property into the lobby area. The bird sanctuary is what you would be looking at on the one side, and then the main entrance of the hotel. So they kept the whole front open and clear for that full, beautiful ocean view. And then when you come into the lobby, entering from the back, you're looking out at exactly what you see here. So you walk straight through and you come up through the lobby and the restaurant and out onto this beautiful patio area here where the Embassy Suite sign is. And you're looking at the pool and ocean view. Just a shot of the pool at night. It's a beautiful view from your room. The lights are beautiful at night, just very pretty. Okay, so here's where we're really different from other embassies. The guest rooms are different because the typical embassy suites, you walk into the room, into the living room, and then about halfway through, you would have your bathroom on one side and your little mini kitchen on the other side, and then go straight through to your bedroom. And depending on where the hotel is located, you may or may not have a balcony. If you're in Florida, normally you'll have a balcony, and you have to walk all the way through the room and through the bedroom to get to the balcony. Here it's different because they did the rooms more of a side-by-side. So when you walk in the room, you have your mini kitchen area and then a door to the bathroom. Then you go a little further into the living area and you would have a door to the bedroom. And you're going to have a balcony and a view from your bedroom and your living room. So there's 330 total suites in the hotel. And remember, embassies, every room is a suite. We have 134 kings, 196 that are double queens. And then we also have some connecting suites. The connecting rooms will connect one king room with a 2 queen room. So you can accommodate a total of 4 in the king room and 5 in the double queens. So again, great for families at an embassy suites because you can put 5 in a room. So as I mentioned, when you walk into the room, behind where this table and chairs would be is where your mini kitchen area is that has your fridge, microwave, coffee maker, sink, little wet bar area. Again, it's a great savings for anyone, but especially for families that they can have snacks and drinks when, there might be small children or picky, or great for babies to refrigerate things, great for anyone with medical needs because you always have your fridge in your room. It's nice too that if you go out for dinner and you have any leftovers, you can bring them back and heat them up the next day if you'd like. So here your view, we are looking out at the bird sanctuary view. This is what we call the nature and sunrise view. So the sunrise does happen in the back of the hotel. Beautiful sunsets from the front of the hotel. And this is our lead-in category. The majority of the rooms in the property are ocean, as I mentioned before. We do offer some specials with many of the wholesalers where we might offer a complimentary upgrade. That's something you can look for through any of your favorite tour operators. Here's just the other view from the living room. The other neat feature is the bathroom actually has 2 doors, and the door would be from the living room and also from the bedroom, so that if you had friends or family coming over and maybe a child's taking a nap or something, you can completely close off the bedroom and someone can come visit you in your living room, use your bathroom, go out on the balcony, and they would not have to disturb anyone in the bedroom. Sorry, I'm going too fast there. This is our beautiful lobby area. So the patio area where you saw the Embassy Suite sign is in the distance here. And then you would actually enter the hotel from over on the right side of the screen there. All the way in the back is where the breakfast area is. But this entire lobby area, eating area, drinking area, socializing, it's just all completely open. Lots of different types of seating here, comfy couches or regular tables and chairs for a meal. And you can pretty much eat and drink anywhere you'd like through this whole area. It's just very open. And, if you say, meet me in the lobby, you'll be able to find someone. It's big, but it's so open, you'll be able to find anyone you're looking for. And here's a closer shot of the patio area. Again, just like inside, all different types of seating out here. So you can have breakfast outside, you can have dinner outside. Lunch is served down by the pool at the pool restaurant, and there's a separate bar down there as well. Of course, with all embassies, you do have the complimentary breakfast included, and it's a huge full buffet with hot and cold on the buffet, and then also the omelets, eggs cooked any way you would like. This is the lobby bar area where we also do our evening reception. There is complimentary 2 drinks per person per day, and that includes local beer, which is the Balashi or the Chill, and red and white wine, house liquor, and also we are now doing 2 drinks per day, which are a unique cocktail of the day, basically, but there's 2 different types every day. And they put in a nice spread of snacks, chips and dips and veggies and things like that. It varies from day to day, but that's all complimentary. Okay, so we also have a very nice fitness center. Of course, our huge pool area, as you can see. I mentioned the kids' pool. We also have a children's playground. We do offer some kids' activities. We don't have a kids' club, but they basically can meet at the playground, and then they'll do, whatever activity from that point. We offer complimentary bicycle rentals. You just have to sign them out, and then you can take the bikes, and of course, hopefully they bring them back. We have laundry facilities, 1 on each side of the U of the building. So totally 1 on the right and 1 on the left. There is a building all ready to go for a casino. We are just waiting for a company to come in and manage it and bring in the machines and tables, because at the moment it's just a big empty room ready to go, waiting for that. That'll be phase 2. And eventually we are going to have a spa as well. Just wanted to quick mention the first class Aruba experience. If you have not heard of this or have not tried this, if you have VIP customers, as we know with Aruba and clearing customs in Aruba to come back to the US, it can be a very long process. They recommend 3 hours prior for departure. Arrival would be nice to be greeted and pampered arriving in Aruba. But the departing is even better, because after they get you to bypass a lot of the lines and get you through everything very quickly, they'll take you to a lounge too. It's a really nice service. It's something to keep in mind.
So, Lynn,
yes,
that cutting you short, which is funny. Next week, we'll have first class Aruba on Koffee Chat.
Oh.
And yes, Millie will be on next week.
Oh my goodness. How about that?
And she's giving away a pair of an experience for 2. So another reason to come back. Yeah, another reason to come back to Koffee Chat next week. So yeah, Millie will be on next week talking about the first class experience, and she'll be giving away a pair of first class experience for 2. Isn't that amazing?
That's wonderful. That's great to hear. I was fortunate to try on my return and getting through everything much quicker. It was amazing, but everybody looks at you like, "Ooh, who are you? Who's that? That must be a celebrity." It's pretty funny. Okay, so that was Aruba. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Or we can do that later at the end.
I saw a couple of questions. Okay. Do they close the pool at a certain time at night? That was for the embassy.
Yeah, I haven't seen it really enforced, but I would say about 11 p.m. around there. It's definitely open late.
Okay. And are connecting rooms guaranteed?
They can be. So you can put, it depends on, through Hilton.com, you can actually book connecting rooms for any of our hotels company-wide that offer it. And when you book it that way, it does cost a little more, and it is guaranteed. If you want to request it through us, we can definitely do our best.
Okay. And I know you're going on to Barbados, just let you know that we have a 2-night stay given away. And so for those who, everybody should email Lynn and tell them why they should visit Barbados, and Lynn will choose the winner. So
that sounds great. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I need to know whether or not you've been to Barbados too, because I think it's so important. If you've only been there on a cruise, that really doesn't count. If you have never been, that's what I need to know, because then I can also take these comments back when it's time to do a FAM and see who we can get to come down there.
Exactly. So make sure you take her email address and let her know why you should win the 2-night stay and why you need a farm to Barbados as well. And please include me. And
Of course.
before we go over to Barbados, when is the beach club scheduled to open? I think she's still referring to
Aruba, yes.
Aruba.
It is still a work in progress. So we're hoping by end of year. The property, the beach is still accessible. It's just that there's no lounge chairs and service on the beach right now. But think of it as, what is right for your customer, because some people, they've been to Aruba a million times. They love Aruba and they love it for the beach and they want to stay on the beach and walk right out and have the beach there. Other customers are going to be thrilled with the idea of having a suite to have the extra space, or to be able to get one room for a family of 5, or to have the breakfast and reception included. And again, the pool is spectacular. There's a lot of people out there that they like to look at the ocean. They like to look at the beach, but they don't even want to touch the sand. So, just really check with your customer and see what's going to work best for them.
Okay, so last question about Aruba, and Marcia is going to be there next week. So Marcia will go and get visited first. But anyway, Marcia is asking, is there an agent rate for Hilton Aruba? Because she'll be in Aruba next week.
Yes. The agent rate for Embassy Suites Aruba right now is $169 per night, and that's per room. And that does include, of course, the breakfast and reception. At the Hilton Barbados right now, our rate is $129. That does not include breakfast, but it's $129 per room per night, plus taxes. And at the end of the presentation, I'm going to show you how you can access those rates. So ready to move on to Barbados?
Yes, please. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So our beautiful Hilton Barbados Resort. This hotel has such an amazing location. We are on the southwest corner of the island, but we are in a peninsula all by ourselves. And that gives us access to 2 gorgeous beaches. We're 5 minutes from downtown Bridgetown, 10 minutes from the St. Lawrence Gap area. And if you're familiar with that, that's where there are tons and tons of restaurants and bars. And there's even some restaurants you can walk to. This is a picture here of the back of the hotel. So when you're in the back, you walk out to the beach that is actually the one with the waves. So there is a rock barrier out here that calms the water a little from coming in. So you definitely have the waves here. Around the other side is where you're going to have the really calm water, and I'll show you that in a minute. At the point of the property is where we have the old fort, the Charles Fort, and that is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's really unique and special, and we're so fortunate to have that on our property. It is a great place, especially for destination weddings or any kind of big parties that your clients may have. If you have groups, etc. I don't normally handle the groups, but I can get you in touch with someone at the property that would take care of you. And this is kind of saying what's new at the property. Our lobby bar, we just changed the name to the Careenage Rum Stop. And if you were not aware, rum was actually founded in Barbados. So very big here. Now, this is the other side I was mentioning. This is Carlisle Bay. And this water is very calm, excellent for snorkeling and diving. When you stay somewhere else on the island and you want to do an excursion for diving or snorkeling, a lot of times they bring you here to Carlisle Bay. It's very well known, and the water is just absolutely gorgeous. Another neat feature is if you were to walk down the beach, going away from the hotel along Carlisle Bay, there are several, the little building up here you can see, I think that's actually restrooms. And then over behind the trees there's a water sports center. The water sports center, our guests can actually go and get boogie boards, kayaks, and snorkel gear complimentary. And that other building, the restrooms, and as you walk down further from the hotel, there's a lot of little shacks or like food trucks of great local items. There's a new barbecue place that just opened right there. And this is where you're going to get really great authentic food at an amazing price and steps away from the hotel. So if you wanted to come over here and have a beach day, and then you can just walk right over to Cuz's restaurant, for example, which is known for the famous Cuz's fish sandwich, which only costs $5, and several little beach bars along the way. And it's just really a fabulous beach. And we're so fortunate to have the the best of both worlds here with the beach with the waves and also the calm water. And right on Carlisle Bay, every morning, they bring over the retired racehorses from the garrison to go swimming and get some exercise. And people line up. There's a pop-up coffee shop, and you come and watch the horses. And then, depending on the guide and the horse, if it's a good, calm horse that they want to bring near people, they will bring the horse over to the people watching and allow them to pet the horses and take pictures. You're just not allowed to approach the horses, as you don't know which one is safe or not. Back to the back of the hotel again, you can see the overview of our beautiful pool area. The pool is actually a 2-level infinity pool. So that's the lower level you see there. And then the little pool in the middle is actually the separate children's pool, and a nice overview of the beach here. We do have our restaurant, Water's Edge, out by the beach and the pool. And then we have our fine dining restaurant, The Grill, and then our Lighthouse Terrace, which is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Here is a shot of the fort. It's way bigger than this. This doesn't do it justice, but there's lots of different levels and tunnels. And this structure you see in the middle here, that is actually permanent. So that is like a built-in bar area there already. And they bring out beautiful lights in the evening, and it's just a spectacular place for a destination wedding. Our typical guest room, every room in this hotel has a water view and a balcony. If you're looking out of the back of the hotel, it's the ocean view. And if you're looking out from the front of the hotel where you saw where the horses were, that's the bay view for Carlisle Bay. But as you can see, it's, if you were thinking maybe New Jersey, bay and ocean, totally different, or somewhere else, totally different. But bay and ocean here are pretty much identical. They're both beautiful. Okay, we're going to move on to Puerto Rico. We've got our Embassy Suites Dorado, and this property is located in the Dorado area, about 45 minutes outside of San Juan. We are right on the ocean. Directly across from the front of the hotel here is a little entertainment complex, which is fairly new. There are 3 brand new restaurants, as well as casino and bowling, and more to come. There is a golf course here that has been closed ever since Hurricane Maria, but should be reopening again, hopefully by next summer. A lot of great things to come. So it's all suite oceanfront, and we are close to some of the other attractions that people like to do in Puerto Rico. We are closer to the El Toro zip line, the Bacardi Rum Factory, the Kamui Caves, the Arecibo Observatory. Again, you can accommodate 5 people in the room. The breakfast is included. The evening reception is included. It's a nice stretch of beach. We have a great pool area. It's 3-tier infinity pool. Over to the right is our restaurant out by the pool for lunch and all-day cocktails, the Blue Seahorse. And here's just a shot of across from the main entrance. So the 3 restaurants, there's the New York Steakhouse, a Spanish restaurant, and a Japanese restaurant. There's also a golf shop. Eventually, they're supposed to put in a cigar bar. So a lot of other great things to come here. And it just steps away from the property. The casino and bowling. And there's a really cute little cafe next to the bowling that has a pizza oven. They have a lot of kid-friendly food, but there's also some adult-friendly salads and sandwiches and things. But they also, between the pizza, the chicken fingers, wings, fries, and there is also a bar there too. Condado Plaza, I told you about that, how that has now changed over to the 2 separate properties. Just going to show you real quick. Here's a rendering of what the new Hilton Garden Inn will look like, and the 2 hotels will still be connected by the bridge. So big changes happening there. And then we have our Hilton in Trinidad, and this, what's that?
I say, yay, Trinidad.
Yeah. So this property is actually the Upside Down Hotel. We are built through the side of a mountain. And when you enter the lobby, most of the rooms that you're going to go to, you're going to have to press the down button in the elevator because you kind of drive up a hill to get up to where the lobby is. and the pool level and everything. And then going to the guest rooms, a lot of them you go down. You can see the building there next to us that some of the rooms are above lobby level, but most are going down through the side of the mountain. And Trinidad is known for being a little bit more corporate, great for bird watching, turtle watching, so good for the nature lovers as well. But our closest beach, Maracas Bay, which is a famous beach area, it's beautiful, but it's about 45 minutes away. Really nice though, going to Maracas Bay is a beautiful lookout spot. So as you're maybe a little more than halfway there, you're up at the top of a mountain and you stop at the lookout point, and there's drinks and snacks and candy and souvenirs. And you can stop there and look at the gorgeous view overlooking all of Maracas Bay. And then once you get down there, there's a couple little souvenir huts, and there's definitely restaurants and bars down there too. And then just one of the typical guest rooms, as you can see how lush out the window there because you're looking at the mountains. And that is it. And I thought I had the slide that had the info on the travel agent rates, but let me just tell you about that. So if you want to write this down.
So before you go, just remember, for those who are coming in, we are giving away 2-night stay for the Barbados Hilton, but you need to take Lynn's email address and send her an email. Let her know what you need to know about Barbados, why you should win the prize, so that 2 things, you may win and you'll give her reasons to have a farm trip to Barbados. So yes, make sure you take Lynn's email address.
Definitely. Yeah. And let me know, where you're from. And, we can always chat as far as if you have questions about any of the particular hotels or best flights, depending on where your clients would be flying from, et cetera. So I'd be glad to help with any of that. So Kelly, my email's already in the chat, right? Oh, didn't hear you.
Sorry, I'm muted. I have your email on the screen. So it's there. You can put it in the chat as well, but it's on the screen and everybody should be able to see it. But we have a couple of questions. So let's go back to, there was one we didn't answer for Barbados. When was the last the rooms were refreshed at Hilton Barbados?
That was about 2018, and we did new bathrooms, beautiful new floors, the wood look, but I guess they're I don't know what they're made of. I guess like a stone or concrete floor that's wood look. It's beautiful. And they did all the soft goods as well, between the drapes and the comforters and all of that good stuff.
And so the contact for info for the groups person, again, send Lynette an email and she will get you the agent rate and the contact for the groups. So
yeah, the group, it depends on which property. Each property has a different group sales manager. So and sometimes it depends on what kind of group, if it's a wedding group versus if it's a corporate group. And all of our hotels, being part of Hilton, we do have a decent size ballroom, meeting facilities, et cetera. So there's always room to do that. And even like with Hilton Barbados, you could do a wedding on the beach. You could do a reception at the port. God forbid if it rained, we have a huge ballroom that they could go there, or if they wanted to do the wedding, the ceremony on the beach, and then have a typical ballroom reception. So there's a lot of options at all of the properties.
So we have one question, and this must be somebody with, Caribbean roots. Are there any plans to build more Hilton hotels in Trinidad, because it fills up fast for Carnival?
Definitely. And I kid you not, yesterday there was an email that came through. There's a brand new Hilton Garden Inn that just opened in Trinidad. I didn't even get to read about it yet. I just remember I saw the caption, I saw the email, and I was like, oh, wow, a new one in Trinidad. Yes. So that just opened. That's not going to fall under me. Most likely it's a franchise hotel, and they kind of run a little independently of the managed hotels. But yes, definitely. We are absolutely growing throughout the Caribbean. And I'm sure you're aware by now that we've added a lot of new all-inclusive hotels. I don't handle those, but I have several colleagues that do. So again, if you need any information on any of the other properties, I can get you in touch with the right person. But the travel agent link that's super important, if you want to write this down, it is travel agents
With an
dot
S.
Hilton, yep, with an S, travel agents dot Hilton.com. Now, if you go into that site, the first screen that comes up is actually like, it looks like a booking engine. That is where you could actually book a client, and you can go in if you wanted to book directly. I highly recommend checking the tour operators, but if you needed to book directly for a customer that maybe insists they must have their Hilton Honors points, you can book right through there and put in your IATA, and you're going to get your commission and your clients will get their points. However, again, booking through wholesalers, sometimes there's some different promotions that we do with them based on what kind of sales they're doing and marketing and all of that. So sometimes you have to check both. And again, depending on your customer. So again, travelagents.hilton.com. So when that first screen comes up and it looks like a booking engine, that is not where you look for agent rates. That is where you would book a customer. So you're going to move all the way down, just scroll down to the bottom. Don't put any information in yet until you get down where it shows there's a picture there, and across from the picture it says exclusive travel advisor rates. When you see that, that is where you're going to go in and put your destination and your dates, and that will pull up for you where the agent rate is available. If it comes up and it's not available, there's another thing you can do. When you go to put the dates in, there's something you can check that asks if your dates are flexible. And if you are flexible with when you can go, sometimes it's a matter of a day or two that the agent rate's not available. And if you just go in there, you can see the calendar of when it's available and when it's not. And this is not just for my hotels. This is for any Hilton property worldwide. Like if you need to go to New York City or Las Vegas or anywhere, you can check in there and find travel agent rates.
Okay. Let me see if we have any more questions. Who is it? Rona, who said she is actually in Trinidad, and she didn't know about this new property you mentioned. Again, take Lynn's email address, and you can communicate with her about the Hiltons in the Caribbean. And remember, Lynette is with Hilton and not the franchises. You said
the managed properties.
The managed properties, yes.
And not every single one. I have a colleague that handles a few also. So I represent the ones that we talked about today, which would be the Embassy Suites Aruba, the Hilton Barbados, the Embassy Suites Dorado in Puerto Rico, and the Hilton Trinidad.
Okay, and we have Marcia going to Aruba next week. So Marcia is going to come back. Marcia, we're going to give you homework because you're going to visit this property and share some photos and some lives with us in the group, so we could see a little bit more visual. I'm going to Puerto Rico next week, so I may do the Puerto Rico one. I'm not quite sure, but it's always nice to share information in the group, and that's what it's all about, sharing to your other travel partners, because it's all about, we helping each other out. So again, so it also just came in. Remember, this is Hilton Caribbean with Lynette. Please take her email address and communicate with her, because she's giving away a prize, a 2-night stay for the Hilton Barbados. And from what you communicate with her, she'll put together a farm trip for our task members for Barbados, because we need to see Barbados. We need to experience it. As I said, I was there a couple of months ago, and it's amazing. It's a beautiful destination. The food is so good. The people are nice. So it's a nice place to do. So definitely communicate with Lynette. So Chrissy will be doing some site inspections in Aruba. Please share with us. Thank you, Chrissy. Please do share with us. Yes. If you want to do any lives as well, because it's always nice to see travel agents' recommendations and their response from different properties, to other travel agents. So once again, do you have any more questions for Lynn about Hilton Barbados or Trinidad, which I know some of you are interested in for Carnival? And how many rooms in the hotel in Trinidad?
Oh my goodness, I'm completely drawing a blank on that. Wow, it's been so long since someone has asked me that.
I'm sorry.
Around 300.
300. Okay.
Yeah.
But if just as Karen said, if you have clients who want to do Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago, you have to plan a whole 2 years in advance because
Yes.
the rooms goes really, really fast. So it has to be like you need to plan it for 2025 because I'm sure the room's already blocked for next year's Carnival because the bands have been launching and all of that. So Carnival is a serious, serious business in the Caribbean. Said
You
we
know,
should just
oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I was going to say, I just learned with Trinidad that there are certain companies that will do blocks of rooms, and they will get a certain rate, and then they only allow them to have so many, and then once those are gone, then it's kind of open to anyone. But definitely, as you get closer, the rates will go up. So for clients that really want to attend Carnival, they have to expect to pay more than any other time of the year. It's just
Yeah,
the way it is.
it's in high
It's like Super
demand.
Bowl.
It's and this is the one time that they know the hotels will be filled, so make the maximum so it could make up for the rest of the year when nobody's going to go. So that's
Yeah.
it. So are we able to get this presentation slides? My computer is okay. So just send Lynette an email, Janet. Send Lynette an email and she probably will get that to you. Contact info for the groups posting in the Barbados Hilton. That's
Just send me an email.
Rana. Please send her an email and she can answer all of your questions.
Yes.
Many agents unconscious be blocking rooms, making it hard to get rooms for Trinidad. Yeah. You need to know a person over there, Karen. And now you do. So again, please
A lot
take
of times
Lynette's.
certain companies.
Go ahead.
A lot of times certain companies will have rooms blocked and you can book it through them, smaller tour operators.
Yeah. And that's the biggest cultural event in Trinidad. So you should expect that. But again, you have to block those rooms years in advance. The dates are set already. I mean, for Trinidad, they were launching Carnival last week. So for next year, February. So it's a serious business.
It's huge.
So again, Rana, please, just take Lynette's email address is on the screen scrolling. Can you put it again in the chat so everybody could see? Although you could see it on scrolling on the screen. Please send her an email with all of your questions, any comments you have, and she's giving away a 2-night stay.
And then hopefully also additional nights at the agent rate. 2 nights isn't enough.
No, 2 nights is like just to get there and to spend the first night sleeping, and then you have to go and enjoy Barbados. So you must include additional nights. So you to speak to Lynette about that. And next week, now we spoke about the Aruba property, which I would love to go with my son sometime. So I have that on my list to visit, and I always like Embassy Suites. So next week we're gonna be going back to Aruba. So more information for you. And I noticed that Lynette works very closely with first class experience in Aruba. So next week our coffee chat will be first class experience in Aruba, and she's giving away 2 first class experience vouchers, a travel agent, or you can gift it to your client if you would like to. So that's a really nice giveaway for next week. So we'll be going to Aruba next week, and looking forward to that. So if you have any other questions for Lynette, if you want her presentation, if you want images of the hotels she just showed to use on your social media, also the group's contact for Trinidad, and somebody asked for Barbados as well. You could also email her and ask her all of your questions. However, please email her because she's giving away a prize. So one of the emails has to be talking about why you need the prize and why you need to visit Barbados. And then eventually, because of all your comments to her, she'll put together a farm trip to Barbados for all of us to experience this property. And what will be nice will be like, it will be us, all of you guys on the live right now will be the ones going. So yeah, please email Lynette and ask her all of the questions that you have about the Hilton properties we saw in Aruba, Trinidad and Tobago, Puerto Rico, and Barbados. So any more questions or comments? Let us know if you enjoyed this presentation. This is task where we always try to bring you updated info on of our properties in the Caribbean. And if there is something you'd like to see on our coffee chat, do let us know. We'll be very happy to bring that to you. So if you have no more questions, we will not keep Lynette any longer. Thank you, Joyce. I'm glad you enjoyed the presentation. So
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you all for the opportunity. Also, make sure you email me so I get your email address and I can add you to my database and any updates on any of the properties. We also have a great booking incentive right now for the Aruba property where you can earn 3 free nights if you book 30 room nights between now and the end of the year. And that is pretty much unlimited. So if you book as many people as possible to the Embassy Suites in Aruba, you get free nights.
fantastic.
And I can send that out to everyone as soon as I get all your emails.
Yeah, please email her. And if you don't have an email address and you're able to see it, you can email me and I'll get it to you. But it's on the screen right here for you to see. And she will provide you with images, the presentation that she just did of the properties, and any other info you want. We'll be talking about the Barbados Hilton, where we're giving away 2 nights as a teaser, because that's just a tease to get it. That's just for you to get into Barbados, and then you have to add more nights, to experience the island. So let's send Lynette. Let's provide Lynette with all of your email addresses, and we go from here. So thank you so much. And Coffee Chat is back. I'm sorry I was missing in action. I was taking my spring break, which I extended into summer. But next week we'll be going to do in Aruba, and I think the week after we have St. Lucia. Then we also have Cayman Islands. So we have a few slots already booked for coming up for Coffee Chat. So thank you all for attending, and let again send Lynn an email about all the questions you have about the properties that she showed, and any other questions that you may have. Any last words, Lynn, before we sign off?
No, thank you all so much. Thank you, Kelly, for the opportunity. This was great. And I would actually love to participate in any others in the future, just to learn about what's going on in some of our other islands.
Yeah, let us know when you have time again. We are on here every Thursday at 11 a.m. And we have different agents coming on all the time, so you might meet some new agents. So yeah, let us know when you're able to come back and maybe give a price to a different island. We're looking forward to that. Yeah.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Drink lots of fluid, you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day and have a fabulous weekend. I Hey Donna, how are you? All right, guys, thank you all for joining us. And again, send Lynette an email. She's giving away a prize, a 2-night stay to the Hilton Barbados. So send her an email, but also let her know why you need a farm trip to Barbados. Okay. Thank you. Bye. See you guys next week.